$110, a guy came and said, if you can't move me, then I've got to leave. He said, I saw something. I felt it sit on my bed. I felt it roll over me and run off the other side of the bed.
Are you forcing people out of this room? Because this is where I'm staying tonight. Or do you roll over people while they're sleeping? I'm gonna shut this off.
We are in Fort Edward. It was Indian burial ground in parts of the hotel, which happened to be this wing where I think is a lot of activity.
And that's where we're staying tonight?
You're staying. So recently, 109 and 110, that's why I picked those rooms for you guys. A young couple came in at like 2 in the morning and they're like, it was the weirdest thing. They're like, do you know somebody named Holly? And I'm like, yeah, that's me. And I thought they just had a question. They're like, well, somebody's like yelling your name. I don't know if it's somebody in the next room. I don't know if it's somebody behind. So there was nobody else in that wing. They literally were in there alone and they knew my name. And
so they're hearing disembodied voices.
And they heard my name. And 110, a guy came and said, if you can't move me, then I've got to leave. And I said, why? And he said, I actually felt, he said I was sleeping. He goes, but it wasn't like sleep paralysis because I was still watching TV. I was dozing off. He said, I saw something. I felt it sit on my bed. I felt it roll over me and run off. He was like crying. He wanted to get out of that room. In there, chairs move, things move, objects move. I have a camera and I literally watched the pool table cover come off one day. So this is Ralph. He's a retired vet. He was a supervisor at a big company. He did not need to work, but he has no kids, no family, no wife. There's nowhere else he would rather be than here. This was his home. So when he passed away, weird things started happening, more than just like the smoke, more than that. So back over this way, I had a couple gentlemen that were drinking in this party room. They were standing here and they were arguing, and Ralph did not tolerate anything and he would protect me or anyone else. So they were standing here arguing, and this picture not only flew off the wall, but it landed at their feet, like telling them to get out of here.
So you said when Ralph passed, activity seemed to increase, but there was activity before?
There was activity before. He told me about it. He told me that it was the old owner's father. He actually saved his life. It was in like the Post-Star. He was a hero. He broke down the door and saved this gentleman from, he lit himself on fire with like those old butane lighters. But he did end up dying, and in that room.
Ralph, were you just making that meter on the bed spike? Can you sit next to it again?
I did turn ours on I will before we leave.
How's that K2? Did you see it?
Yeah, I did. What's his name? I just drew.
Ralph.
Ralph, if
Thank
that's
you.
Can you touch this device with the red light? That'll make that light up.
Guys, right now we're just setting up for a TikTok live stream, and I looked over and noticed that that K2 was going off. There's no reason why that should be going off. My porta box isn't even plugged in right now.
I mean, my phone's in my pocket, but I'm way over here. Yours there, right?
Well, I asked Ralph to light it up again, then it went to yellow.
Right. Ralph, if that's you, can you do this?
Ralph, we're here to try to communicate with you. We have permission from Holly. She said she spoke to you about our arrival.
Got a little flicker there.
So right now I have in frame the K2, the REM pod, and the portal box.
Okay, my portal's not even on. So
Yeah.
that's great.
Well, I was just setting up for the live stream, and then that started going off.
No, I know, but it's nice that it's not on to show that that's not.
Yeah. Okay, Ralph, I'm going to ask you one more time to confirm that that was you by the meter on the bed. Can you sit down right next to it and make it turn red for me?
It's closed. We're got yellow.
So file 1 on my digital recorder. I'm getting that right in the frame of my camera. Hey guys, so I have a digital recorder here. That orange light means it's on. I'm going to set this over by the portal box so we can pick up whatever response we get. I'm actually going to set it by the bed here. I have a couple cameras rolling. I have a body cam on right here. Dan has... Do you have a camera rolling? No, that's fine. We got 3 cameras right now. We have the live stream feed, my main camera, my body cam, so...
I got my camera over there ready for
Okay.
to go to the jail.
So we're running SB7 Spirit Box through the portal. First time I was here, I asked for Ralph. He said he was here, so... Hello?
Say hello.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me. First time I was here, I asked for Ralph. He said he was here, so... Hello?
Say hello.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me. Ralph, can you hear us? So we had this on video, guys. When we first started setting up, that was going nuts. It was reacting to our questions. Now it's not seeming to really be doing anything. Ralph, that device on the bed you can use as a tool to communicate. If you make the lights go up on... They say I what? We've been told that multiple people that stayed in this room at night checked out and they couldn't stay here any longer. Is that because of you? We've been told that multiple people that stayed in this room at night checked out and they couldn't stay here any longer. Is that because of you? File number 3 on here. Ralph, I'm going to sit over here. Can you sit on that bed? Here, I'm going to put this device over here. Can you sit on this bed? I still got my body cam on too. Hey Ralph, so it's only me in the room now. Is it not Ralph that we're talking to? Is there someone else that's sitting in these beds and making people leave this room? Sounds like an older man. Do you hear that? Sounds like muffled, but I don't know what it's saying. Can you give me a message? Thought you'd like to be able to talk and communicate with Holly. We're going to show Holly the responses, so. My name's Derek. Can you tell me who your name is? Or who I'm speaking with? I'm hearing Howard. It's the second time I thought I heard Howard. Yeah. I don't know. 3 minutes. Are you saying Holly or Howard? I thought I heard Howard. I did. Holly. I said Holly right there. Yeah. Are you saying Holly or Howard? I thought I heard Howard. I did. Holly. I said Holly right there. Yeah.
They're like, do you know somebody named Holly? And I'm like, yeah, that's me. And I thought they just had a question. They're like, well, somebody's like yelling your name. I don't know if it's somebody in the next room. I don't know if it's somebody behind. So there was nobody else in that wing. They literally were in there alone, and they knew my name. And
so they're hearing disembodied voices.
And they heard my name.
Yeah, so it's a new file, file 4. Again, guys, new file, file 4. We do all these investigations live, so that way you guys can see everything that we're capturing. We don't manipulate anything or fake anything like 90% of the other YouTubers you guys see out there. So, and again, guys, I have a body cam on. I don't know if you guys can see that. All right, so I think we've established that your name is Howard or Howie. Is that correct? Howard? Did you hear that? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know if they say they heard that. I keep on hearing a male say Howard, and then a girl's confirming it. Howard, do you know Ralph? We're getting different voices through here that doesn't sound like it's radio bleed through.
Yeah.
Howard's gone. I don't know. Did Howard leave? Is this room like a portal where spirits come and go? It is. You make this meter in my hand. Can you come near my voice? Someone yell help?
Somebody else, huh?
We're told that a group of men stayed here and they went to the front desk in the middle of the night. Howard's great. It's a male responding, I just don't know.
So there was a picture above Ralph
Yeah,
of another older man, 1929 to 90 something.
yeah.
I don't know what his name is.
That guy sounded angry. Are you forcing people out of this room? Because this is where I'm staying tonight. Or do you roll over people while they're sleeping?
And 110, a guy came and said, if you can't move me, then I've got to leave. And I said, why? And he said, I actually felt, he said I was sleeping. He goes, but it wasn't like sleep paralysis because I was still watching TV. I was dozing off. He said, I saw something. I felt it sit on my bed. I felt it roll over me and run off.
That's what he called it. They kicked me back.
Alright, I'm gonna shut this off.
Lightning